Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss about physiology and injury in sports. Physiology, it is the scientific study of human body and its system. In these chapters, we will discuss about physiological factors that determine strength, speed, endurance, flexibility, etc. First, physiological factors determine endurance. What are the physiological factors that determine endurance? Endurance, it is the ability of an individual to do activity for long period of time without fatigue, means ability to resist fatigue. Endurance, it is of two types: aerobic endurance and aerobic endurance. Aerobic endurance means in the presence of oxygen, and aerobic means in the absence of oxygen. First, maximum oxygen uptake. Maximum oxygen uptake or intake, VO2 max, it refers to the highest rate at which the oxygen can be taken up and consumed by the body during intense exercise, means oxygen intake. Oxygen intake, it is the amount of oxygen which can be taken up by the lungs from the atmosphere. And oxygen uptake, it is the amount of oxygen which can be absorbed and consumed by the working muscles from the blood. If the oxygen uptake increase, the endurance of a person's will improve because more oxygen will reach to the working muscle. Pulmonary diffusion. Pulmonary diffusion, it is the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between lungs and blood. If pulmonary diffusion increase, there will be the more and faster removal of carbon dioxide from the blood, which improve the endurance of an individual. Cardiac output. Cardiac output, it is the amount of blood pumped out in 1 minute. Okay, cardiac output means the amount of blood pumped out in 1 minute. If the cardiac output increase, more blood will be pumped out by the heart, which result in more circulations of blood in our body. More blood will be circulate to the working tissue. Okay, if more blood if the circulations of blood increase, more oxygen will reach to the working tissues, hence the endurance will improve. Aerobic capacity. Aerobic means in the presence of oxygen, the capacity of an individual to work for long durations with slow speed. Okay, the person's ability to do the activity for long durations with slow speed will improve with the help of regular exercise. Lactic threshold. Lactic threshold, it is the ability to tolerate lactic acid in the lactic acid in blood produced during an aerobic activity. Whenever we do heavy workout, the lactic acid is produced in blood, due to which the persons feel fatigue, tiredness, etc. But if the person has the ability to tolerate the lactic acid, then it's help to delay the fatigue. Thus, the endurance of persons will improve. Blood flow, blood volume and blood flow. Regular exercise. If the person do regular exercise, it increase the hemoglobin in the blood. Okay, the regular exercise increase hemoglobin in red blood cells. Hemoglobin contain more oxygen, increase blood plasma, by which the endurance is boosted. Okay, red muscle fibers. Red muscle fibers, it is also known as slow twist muscle fibers. Red muscle fibers carry more oxygen. Okay, red muscle fibers, it carry more oxygens. Therefore, the aerobic endurance of a person improve if more oxygen reaches to the working muscles, then his endurance will be improved. Hydrations. The person feel fatigue due to loss of waters. Okay, when the person do exercise, sweating, due to sweating there is loss of important nutrients, loss of waters from the body, due to which the person feel fatigue. But if the person gets sufficient amount of waters, if the person is hydrated, then his endurance will improve. These are the physiological factors that determine endurance. Next is physiological factors determine strength. What are the physiological factors that determine strength? Strength, it is the ability of our muscles to overcome resistance. Okay, strength means the ability of our muscles to resist or overcome resistance. Strength, it is of two types: static strength, dynamic strength. Static strength means ability to overcome resistance from fixed point, for example pushing a wall. Dynamic strength means ability to overcome resistance while in motion. Dynamic strength, it is of three types: maximum strength, explosive strength, and strength endurance. Maximum strength, it is the ability to overcome maximum resistance. Okay, for examples, weightlifting. Explosive strength means ability to overcome resistance with high speed, for examples long jump. Strength endurance, it is the ability to overcome resistance under the condition of fatigue, for example swimming, cross country, etc. What are the physiological factors that determine strength? First, muscle covering sarcolemma. The muscle covering sarcolemma bind the muscle fibers to work together. If the sarcolemma increase, the muscle cross sections area and helps in strength component. Okay, if the muscle covering sarcolemma increase, then there will be the more connective tissue which improve the strength of a person. White muscle fibers, it is also known as fast twitch muscle fibers. White muscle fibers has more connective tissue and they bring faster and stronger contraction. Therefore, if the person has high percentage of white muscle fibers, then he will have more strength. Muscle contraction. Muscle contraction, it is of two types: concentric, eccentric. Concentric, it is upward movement in which the flexor muscle short and the extension muscles increase. Okay, concentric upward movement, for example lifting the dumbbell upward. Concentric downward movement, for example lifting the dumbbell down. It regulates our muscular actions in a controlled manners. It's help. If the muscular contractions increase, then our strength improve. Muscle length. The length of the muscles, long muscles have more strength as compared to small muscle. If the length of the muscles is more, it means that he has more strength. Nerve impulse. Nerve impulse are brain message to skeletal muscles. Okay, nerve impulse is send a message to skeletal muscles from brain to the skeletal muscles. If the nerves impulse increase, there will be the faster neuromuscular response which increase the strength. Adequate energy. If the person has adequate energy, then he will have more strength. Greater the number of mitochondria in muscle fibers, more will be the energy productions. Okay, mitochondria help in the productions of energy. If the number of mitochondria in muscle fibers is more, then more more productions of energy. Therefore, the person has more strength. Age. Usually, the persons between 20 to 40 years have more strength, and after that, the strength of a person's reduce. As the age increase, the strength of a person's reduce. Gender. Male has more strength as compared to female due to bigger and longer muscles. Okay, males has long and bigger muscles. The length of the muscle is large, therefore the male has more strength as compared to women. Body weight. Body weight, it is also affect the strength. The person who is overweight, they have more strength as compared to those who are lean and thin. Myoglobin. Myoglobin, it is a protein present in muscle fiber to store the energy, which produce energy during emergency. Okay, myoglobin, it is a type of proteins which is present in muscle fibers and to store the oxygens and produce energy during emergency. So if the myoglobin is more, then the strength of the persons will be more. These are the physiological factors which determine strength of a person. Next is physiological factors that determine speed. What are the physiological factors that determine speed? Speed, it is the ability of a person to do work at faster rate. Okay, how fast? To do the activity as fast as possible in a minimum time. Speed, it is of four type: reaction time, acceleration, speed of movement, and locomotor's ability. Reaction time, it is the ability of a person to react immediately to a signal. Acceleration, it is the time taken by the body to reach maximum speed. Speed of movement, it is the ability of a person to complete the movement. And locomotor's ability, it is the ability to maintain maximum speed for maximum period of time. Factors that determine speed. First, fast twist muscle fibers. Higher the fast twist muscle fibers, more will be the speed. Okay, the persons who has more fast twist muscle fibers, he has more speed because there is more connective tissue. Neuromuscular response. Higher and faster the neuromuscular response, there will be the faster and stronger the muscular contraction. Okay, therefore the speed of a person will more. Okay, if the neuromuscular response is fastest, there will be the fastest and strongest the muscular contractions. Therefore the speed of a person's will be more. Flexibility. If the person has higher flexibility, the range of movement will be more. Therefore the person has speed. The person who has more flexibility, he has more speed. ATP, energy store. ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate, it produces the energy during emergency. Therefore, greater the ATP store, faster is the energy release for speedy and anaerobic activity. Okay, when there is a need of energy, this ATP release the energy. Anaerobic capacity. Anaerobic means absence of oxygen. If the person has anaerobic capacity, if he has capacity to do the activity in absence of oxygen, he will have more speed. Okay, anaerobic capacity of an individual also improve the speed ability of an individual. Physiological factors determining flexibility. Flexibility, it is the ability of joint to move in maximum range. Okay, flexibility means the ability of a person to stretch the joint as much as possible without any pain. Flexibility, it is of two types: passive flexibility, active flexibility. Passive flexibility means stretching the joint with external help, for example with the help of partner or using any external equipment. Active flexibility means stretching the joint without any external help. In active flexibility, it is of two types: static and dynamic. Static flexibility means the person stretches the joint from a fixed point. There is no motion. For example, chakrasana, forward bending, trikonasana, etc. Dynamic flexibility means stretching the joint at maximum range while in motion. For example, gymnastic. For example, in gymnastic, the person stretches the joint while in motion. What are the factors, physiological factors that determine flexibility? First, joint articulation. Joint articulations, the structure, the flexibility of a person, the flexibility depend upon the structures of joint. The joint structures or articulations is the main factors of flexibility, as it is attached to various muscles, ligament, cartilage and tendons. It makes the joint stronger or flexible. Ligament elasticity. Ligament, it is the connective tissue that connect two bones. Okay, ligament connect two bones. It is between the two bones. If the ligament is more elasticity, then the flexibility of a person's will more. Okay, ligament connect two bones around the joint. More the elasticity of ligament, greater will be the flexibility of joint. Okay, there will be the no tearing of ligament. Muscle stretchability. If the muscle is more stretchable, then the range of motion, the range of movement will be more in joint. Okay, there will be the more range of joint movement. Therefore, the flexibility of a person's will be more. Disease or injury. If the person is not affected by any disease or injury, his flexibility is more as compared to those who is affected from injury, disease, etc. Age. The children have more flexible, children are more flexible as compared to adult. Gender. Female are more flexible than male. Okay, due to their anatomical structures, like male has more strength as compared to female. In the same manner, female have more flexible, they have more flexibility as compared to male. Warming up. If a person do warming up, then his flexibility will improve. Okay, good warming up improve the flexibility of a person. Heredity. The flexibility also depend upon heredity. Okay, the flexibility of a person's depend on heredity also, as the structure, joint structures and its articulations is related with heredity. Okay, if the mothers and fathers are flexible, then then the child may be flexible. okay, due to heredity. The joint structures and articulations follow the same pattern. These are the factors, physiological factors that determine flexibility. Next is effect of exercise on cardiorespiratory system. What will be the effect on cardiorespiratory system? Okay, if you do exercise, what will be its effect on cardiorespiratory system? Cardiorespiratory system, it is a combination of circulatory system and respiratory system. Okay, cardio system and respiratory system. Circulatory system, it helps in the circulations of blood to the walking muscles, and respiratory system, it helps in oxygen. Okay, the oxygen come inside the body and carbon dioxide go out of the body. Okay, so with the help of cardiorespiratory system, the oxygenated rich blood go to the walking muscles. This oxygenated rich blood, okay, it reaches to the walking muscles through blood vessels, and thus the energy of body, okay, it is the system which provide energy to body during the exercise. Okay, the effect of exercise on cardiorespiratory system. Cardiorespiratory system, it is a combinations of circulatory system and respiratory system. Circulatory system help in circulations of blood in our body, and respiratory system, it help in exchange of gas, that is oxygen is fused with the blood and carbon dioxide is diffused from the blood. This cardiorespiratory system, it's help to provide oxygenated rich blood to the walking muscles, and the oxygenated rich blood reach to the walking muscles through blood vessels, and it's help in productions of energy during exercise. The effect of exercise, first, hypertrophy of heart. If a person do regular exercise, there will be the enlargement of heart. Okay, the size of the heart increase. Therefore there will be increase in the stroke volume. It is the amount of blood pumped in one contraction. Okay, amount of blood pumped in one beat. If the hypertrophy of heart increase, more blood will be pumped out by the heart. Increased cardiac output. It is the amount of blood pumped out by heart in 1 minute. Okay, cardiac output means the amount of blood pumped out by heart in 1 minute. If we do regular exercise, more blood, our cardiac output will increase. Therefore, more blood will be pumped out by the heart for the working tissue. Resting pulse increase. With increased cardiac output, if our cardiac output increase, the basal heart rate decrease. That is, the resting time of the heart increase. The heart remain in rest. Our heart will not be in stress during normal workout, because the resting pulse increase, our heart will remain rest. The person will not fatigue because more oxygen is pumped out by the heart to the working tissue. Faster adaptations of working load. If the person do regular exercise, then the body will quickly adjust. There will be the quick adjustment of heart according to body need. Okay, if the person do regular exercise, the heart will quickly adjust according to the requirement of the body. Returns of normal pulse quickly. The heart rate returns to normal quickly after the exercise. Okay, the persons who do regular exercise, the pulse rate of a person's will become normal quickly. Okay, he will feel relaxed after some time. Increase in hemoglobin. Regular training, if a person do regular training, the hemoglobin in red blood cells increase, therefore more oxygen is carried. Okay, more oxygen rich blood is carried, which improve energy flow. Decrease in blood viscosity, that is density. The density of blood decrease, therefore there will be the easy and faster flow of blood through the capillaries and faster circulation of blood. If the density of blood decrease, there will be the faster flow of blood, there will be the more faster circulations of blood in our body. Respiratory muscles become strong. If we do exercise, the respiratory muscles will become strong. Increase in number of alveoli and pulmonary diffusions. Alveoli, it is present in lungs, which help to purify the blood, and pulmonary diffusion, in pulmonary diffusions it's help in exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between blood and lungs. So if we do exercise, the number of alveoli increase, therefore more blood will purify, and thus the efficiency of respiratory system improve. And as well as if the pulmonary diffusions improve, there will be the faster removal of carbon dioxide and more oxygen is attached to the blood. Oxygen uptake ability increase. If the person do regular exercise, the oxygen uptake ability will increase. Okay, maximum amount of oxygen is utilized by the body during exercise. More oxygen is consumed and more oxygen is absorbed and consumed by the working muscles from the blood. New capillaries are formed. Regular exercise. If a person do regular exercise, then new capillaries are formed. This brings more blood to the working tissue. Therefore, the efficiency of muscles will improve. Increase in tidal volume. Tidal volume, it is the volume of air inhale or exhale during normal breathing. If a person do regular exercise, the tidal volume will increase, therefore more oxygen reach to the working tissue. Chemical composition of blood increase. The chemical compositions like red blood cells, white blood cells, thrombocyte, leukocyte, platelets, etc. increase, which improve the quality of blood. Faster removal of waste. If the person do regular exercise, there will be the faster removal of waste product from the body, which helps to fight against disease, germs, etc. Reductions of cardiac problems. If the person do regular exercise, then it's help in reductions of cardiac problem, heart related problems, that is heart attack, that is related to heart attack, heart problems, etc. Blood pressures regulations. If the person do regular exercise, the blood pressures become normal. Okay. Faster healing. If the person do regular exercise, there will be the more circulation of blood. If the circulations of blood increase, then there will be the faster healing. Okay, faster healing of the injury, fast recovery. The injury, there will be the quick recovery from the injury due to increase in circulation of blood. Resting power increase. With the help of exercise, the immunity system increase. Therefore, the health problems like cold, cough can be prevented. Increase aerobic endurance. Aerobic endurance, with regular exercise, the less amount of lactic acid is produced. Okay, due to lactic acid we feel fatigue, but if we do regular exercise, the amount of lactic acid production is less. Therefore, there will be the delay in fatigue. Hence, the endurance will improve. Improve metabolism. If a person's do a regular exercise, the metabolic system will increase. Therefore, there will be the faster productions of energy from less consumption of oxygen. Okay, with the less consumption of oxygen, more and faster will be the energy production. The efficiency of the body will improve, and hydro balance in the body. With regular exercise, it helps to maintain the body. It helps to maintain water balance. Our body will become hydrated. The dehydrations can be delayed. These are the benefit of exercise. Okay, these are the effect of exercise on cardiorespiratory system.